little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, you came through.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Kauffie Company. It's really quite nice today. It is a really lovely sunny day. What is the weather? It is 21 degrees centigrade, and it's time for an event. So we're here. We're a bit chiller than yesterday. I'm still very angry, but I'm holding it in. Because Koovs is going to turn up, and I'm just going to let Koov vent. This is the Koov show today, so Koov is going to join us in 5 minutes, and then Koov is we're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation about yesterday. I'm not happy at all. I seem to be progressively getting angrier as the hours go on. Yesterday I was quite chill after the result, but every hour afterwards, I'm seeing we get angry. It's like a pressure cooker. The pressure cooker's at... But for that, I need a coffee. I really need a coffee. But let's see who's in the audience to join us for the show. A massive thank you to Auntie Kate from Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs for sending people over. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Auntie Kate. And she's in the building. We're going to say hello to her in a second. We got the number one Agamar in the world. Good to see her. Good to see her. The sheriff's in the house saying big up Ben and chat. Same shit, different day. No problems. Good to see you, Sheriff. We got Auntie Kate's in the house. Good to see you, Auntie Kate. We got Angus, YouTube member Angus. Tweaky. Good to see you, mate. YouTube member. There's the Kate Raid. The Kate Raid's here. We have Tom81. Good afternoon, guys. Big up everyone in chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Paul Clark, YouTube members in the house. Afternoon, guys. Let the venting begin. Let the venting begin. I have 20. So yeah. It's overrated. I want cold weather back. I want cold weather. I want cold weather, hot dinners, and red wine. That's what I want. That's what I want. N14. Big up, guys. N14 is coming to Tottenham. N14 is coming to N17. Good to see you. We got Peter Kakagais. Good to see you. Hi, 11:02 p.m. in Melbourne. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. YouTube member. We didn't even get out of what game. You weren't. You didn't even turn up. You coasted to a victory in neutral. We have Phil Coy's YouTube member, Phil. Big up, mate. Same afternoon, Vancouver and Kate. Good to see ya. Big up. Heatwave this week. I don't want it. I hate cold weather. That's why I moved to Spain. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. I'm very much an old school Eastern Europeaner. You can tell it from the flat cap and the beard, can't you? I'm an old school Eastern European. I need cold weather. That's how I say. We got N14 would be the rarest. Would prefer Nuno back. I think Nuno's proven to be a pretty decent manager. Whereas I need a coffee. So before Koovs gets in here, I'm going to make myself a coffee. They played us like a fiddle yesterday. Yep, they did. They did, mate. They did. Let's have a coffee. Welcome back. Hopefully everyone is well. How is everyone doing? Kudos. Good warm, cold weather, warm food. Yes. Really that. What's happening in my browsers? N14. N14 is the postcode for Southgate. So fork me, good day, everyone. Southgate, yeah. I was with an Arsenal fan yesterday, and he was calling him Gareth N14. I was like, I'm stealing that. We had our full team out yesterday. Yep. I agree with you, mate. Good to see David Shy. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, Cobber, Jason Bell. Good to see you. Oh, I'm going Darth Vader. I need Darth Vader to hear me out. Yeah, of course I care about the comments. You're all here. I care about the comments. The comments are what makes the show. We got Colin Crossamano. Andrew's not going to work. It's only a matter of time. I agree with you, Colin. I agree with you, mate. Only hopefully Koovs is going to be when's the next NLD? It can't come far enough. I don't want to see it again. No more. Fed up of it. We got David Shire giving a membership. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. Has the new? I think it's upstairs, and I think Gus has it upstairs. So hopefully that is true. He's going to bring it later. We got Scotty M, YouTube member in the house. Good to see you, buddy. I don't know who the membership was gifted to, but if you've been gifted a membership from David Shire, please say thank you to him. He's a lovely fella. He's a really lovely guy. The cover, ever so gracious. Yeah, hard to make. We got Koovs is in the house. Koovs. 2 minutes. Okay, Koovs. Give him a couple of seconds. He's letting you wait. Koovs is making you wait. Make a coffee. There we go. He's making you wait, guys. He's the ultimate showman. He's making you wait. He's like Axl Rose. He's making you wait. Except he actually turns up unlike Axl Rose. We got a Darth Vader cup. Oh, no. Here we go. There. Awesome. Potato got it. Good stuff, Potato. Make sure you say thank you to him, Spud. Big Sam, get him in. Cooper's going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Bring back Christian Gross. Get the day travel card out. Yeah.
And we're ready.
Coover. Big up, Koovs. How you doing today, mate?
Oh, I'm just wallowing in the glory of the weekend.
Yeah.
It's just been fantastic all round, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, mate. It's absolutely brilliant. But we're having an event session, or aren't we? I don't know.
Discussion session. No, what would Jacob do? It'll be heated debate, or
yes, heated debate. Yes, heated debate. No, emergency meeting.
Oh yeah. Crisis times.
Yes, David Pleatin. Pleatin. Give him a job. But what's your overall thoughts, Kuva? What's your overall thoughts of what's happened over the last 24 hours?
That's bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just bollocks. Look, if first start off with the positives, right? That's that done.
Yeah.
Look, you could argue that we were defending a lot better, except for that one time we switched off. You could argue that. You could also say that's because Arsenal were happy to just sit back because they knew
they sit 10 men behind the ball.
Yeah, they knew they would just have their chance at some point and take it. So it's frustrating. It's a completely toothless performance yet again.
Yeah,
I'd argue the third time this season. And even against the only time we really look good going forward is against Everton, but everybody stuffs 4 past them, don't they? Or at least 3. Yeah. So we're just dreadful. We've set up now a team that's designed to go gung ho, all out attack, and we've got a terrible attack.
Yeah.
What's the point in it? I don't get it. So I've changed my backing now. My backing is gone. I've lost patience with this bloke. Ange's got to go. I would. Yeah, somebody said it in the comments. I'd happily take Big Sam in.
Yeah,
I really would. At least he will be able to organise something that looks like a defence within 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so you'd have a foundation to build on. I think fans have got a better idea than this bloody manager at the moment.
He's so
you look at the squad; it's screaming out for play 3 centre backs and 2 wing backs. It's Conte's team now, isn't it? He's gone, and we finally built the team he needed.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? We got a big tall man up front, 2 wing backs, 3 proper centre halves.
It's just absolutely insane. Never mind. It's always the same, isn't it? Next manager in will inherit one that has been suddenly built for somebody else again. David Shear said it. Big up, mate. Yeah, well, yeah, of course he would. He heard me say it, didn't he?
I make you right, Koova. People said, it takes time to build a team. What I'm going off is Harry Redknapp. When Harry Redknapp inherited Juan de Ramos's team, which is in almost as bad form as this team, he had them playing quality attacking football within 2 games.
Yeah.
He had them playing proper football. You don't need 12 months to be able to teach your team how to defend.
No. It's
5 games, maybe? 5?
Some of the defending, you get the insult, it's schoolboy football. No, it's not even that good.
No.
When you have defenders failing to pick up a single forward in the box, and there's 5 bloody defenders in there.
Yeah.
At school, we saw an attacker come in to get into the box, go and mark them. We knew that at that level. Bloody 10 years old, you knew that.
Yes.
And it just doesn't even happen at this club. It's like we're being coached not to defend.
Yeah.
It's not we haven't left it. We must be doing this deliberately.
Rinketic, we're keeping it just Koovs and I, and if Bobby gets back from the shopping, we're just going to keep it. It's a Koovs and Kauff rant session. Maybe another day we'll have it, but it's that not be able to defend a corner. It's so simple. Attack the ball. And if Romero has cost us 3 games this year. He cost us the Leicester game because not being able to defend. He cost us the Newcastle game, not being able to defend properly, and now he's cost us this game. Why is he still playing him?
In the Newcastle game, though, could you even say, is that entirely his own doing, or is he being told to push forward like that? Who knows? I just don't get it. What we do know is we look at this back line of ours. There's no communication. There's nobody stepping up, taking responsibility for anything. It's just a collection of individuals.
Were we great for 10 games? We weren't great. We were scoring in the last minute versus teams like Sheffield United. We were scoring in the last minute of games against relegation fodder. We weren't.
But at least we were winning, though.
Yeah, we were winning games, but we were beating teams we should have beaten in the 30th minute, not the 93rd minute.
Yeah.
Put 10 men behind the ball. And I've said it in the chats. This manager is the most stubborn manager to manage Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. He is more stubborn than Conte and Mourinho. More stubborn than Conte and Mourinho combined. combined. At least Conte tried a back four when the back three wasn't working and he didn't have the players. At least he tried it. He doesn't try anything.
Colin, I agree. His stubbornness will be his downfall, but also so will this.
Yep.
He just talks absolute nonsense. He contradicts himself regularly, sometimes within the same sentence. And then he talks absolute rubbish about the game. How we're playing so much better than we were last season. I mean, what's his idea? That control the midfield, forget both ends of the pitch. The midfield is everything.
We're disastrous at the back, disastrous at the back, toothless at the front, clueless in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Lackluster is the only way to describe our forward play. I think I was thinking about this the other day. When's the last time our attack's been this bad? I'm thinking back to AVB days when when Bale was out.
Yeah,
that's
as bad as that.
I don't believe in anything we're doing now as a club, and I certainly don't believe in what the manager says. I mean, just after the match when he says when he's getting rattled, which he's doing regularly, he's getting rattled by reporters. That's always a good sign that a manager's getting close to the end.
Yeah.
You've watched that with Conte quite spectacularly.
Yeah.
Right. So that's happening. But then when he says, I'll still think, question about, do you think we're still going to win a trophy? You said you're going to always win in the second season.
I am going to win a trophy.
I am going to win it.
I am.
Well, do you mean that? And he goes, well, I always say, I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it.
I don't think he does.
I'll never say anything if I don't believe it. If that's the case, then literally everything he said before, you can take that as face value. Yeah. So therefore, it solves all the questions about, are these his players that he's got coming in? Is he happy with exactly who the transfers are? Yes, because he wouldn't say it if he didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Therefore, these bad transfers, the Timo Werners, the Brennan Johnsons, it's all on him. He's made it that way now. He's insisted on it.
Yeah.
So I'm judging him on that alone. The signings alone are sackable offences.
Yeah.
They're dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. We're getting Odegaard. I'm not going to single out Odegaard as an individual, but I've got to give him as an example. When he was playing for Burnley last season, this question came up on some of the chat channels. Who's Odegaard? And I said, well, I saw him at Burnley a few times, but he didn't. There was nothing there. There was nothing made you stand out. You didn't think, wow, what a signing. And we spent bloody loads on him. Then you look at Archie Gray and Bergvall, all excited about him. See him pre-season. Okay, Archie Gray struggles a little bit. He'll take time to settle in. Bergvall setting the place on fire. And of course, Mikey Moore looking great. Even Donnelly looking great going on the wing. Looked like a proper footballer. Where are they? They're just thrown away. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So none of this saying about pleased about the players coming in. Where's the evidence?
Why doesn't he play them?
Yeah. And if he doesn't rate Johnson, the likes of Johnson, why does he always play him?
Yeah.
So I just don't care. I don't have any faith in this whatsoever now.
Yeah. It's why is he lying to us? What I don't even know if he is like. It's either incredible stupidity or incredible arrogance. It's one of the two of those.
Or just saying things to make the fans think he's
yeah, that's my manager.
Exactly. Cover up the cracks.
You can see it. You can see through the facade. We can't challenge for a Premier League title.
It's the fact that we got that good start to last season. And since then, the results have been constantly on a downward trend.
Yeah.
And that's continued into this season. These are facts. You break it up with all the stats that are coming up lately. When you break it down into certain games, you could say we've lost 7 out of the last 11 games. That's shocking.
That's not acceptable.
We've won 5 out of the last 15. And all of those 5 are against bottom 5 teams.
Yeah.
Wow. We literally cannot even beat mid.
We've beaten one top 10 team in a year.
We can't even beat mid-table teams.
Yeah.
This is dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. What Angus saying. Angus,
Arsenal
Angus
didn't
is
even
away.
get out of neutral. They didn't get out of neutral. They coasted down the hill.
Yeah. I think after about 20 minutes, you could see where the game was going to go then. We had a bright little start, but didn't do anything.
If we don't score twice after 20 minutes, we've lost the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because we always concede.
Even against Leicester.
Yeah.
They were bossing us for periods of that match.
Harry Winks bossed us.
Yeah.
Our midfield is weaker when we had Musa Sissoko and Harry Winks in midfield. Under Pochettino.
I suppose Sissoko did
put
in the work.
It is. We got to a Champions League final with those two. We couldn't get to a Champions League final with this team.
Yeah, true.
It
Won't
goes
get to a
to
League
show
Cup final either.
What a good manager does for a football club. The right manager for the right set of players. And Kate is very reluctant to be, I said, a good manager for this group of players, because they're all young, is Graham Potter. Every single team that he's been successful with has an average age of 23. Osterson's, Brighton. He went to Chelsea and was given... No one can manage that Chelsea team. It's an absolute mess. But with this group of talented young players, Graham Potter would be fantastic for someone like a Mikey Moore. He'd be fantastic for an Archie Gray. He'd be fantastic for a Bergvall because he would actually play them. He would play them in their correct position, and he would have a system that's interchangeable. You can't tell me when Potter was Brighton manager, they were fantastic to watch.
And you know what else he would do? He would say, this isn't going to be very pretty to watch to start with. It's going to take a little bit of time. He wouldn't go, don't worry about this season. Don't worry about us conceding goals. Next season, we're going to win something because that's what I do.
Yeah, I've got what I'm going to do, mate.
Wow. It's unbelievable. This is literally like watching a fan take control of a club.
Yeah.
It really is. We used to love it last season when I was going mental over the top about Ange's the Messiah and we're going to win the quad. He's talking like that.
Yes, he is. He's talking like you were last year. But you're allowed to because you're a fan. You're going to be here. You're going to be here in 5 years. He's not going to be here in 5 years.
He's not going to be here in 5 weeks at this rate.
Yeah. No, we got a super chat from David Shire saying, "Lying my ass, Ben. That's a very clickbaity copper. Come on." What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know. I don't want to call it. I think he is lying. Either he's incredibly deluded or he's lying.
Oh, yeah. It contradicts himself, so it can't all be true, can it?
Yeah. He says everything he says, any single person can say, okay, I agree with that. He says like about a million things. And any person, he says so much, you can clickbait anything and put it to your argument. He just needs to shut up. He's like my uncle was having an I'm not going to bring it into politics, but my uncle and I went to my local beer joint yesterday, and my uncle started talking about the fuel allowance thing. And unluckily for my uncle, he was up against a guy that I know very well that's a very high level civil servant. And that civil servant absolutely kiboshed every single one of my uncle's arguments. I was just like, Russell, you're talking bollocks now. Just move on. You've lost this argument. And then Russell says, no, I haven't lost. I've got him on the ropes. No, you don't, mate. You fucking lost. This is what Ange Postecoglou is. He won't stop talking. You're not going to win the league. You're not going to win a trophy this year defending like that. Because what are major trophies? They're all down to defending and set pieces. It's a fundamental part of the game. Attack wins you games. Defense wins you titles. And we can't defend.
Yeah, he's like it is. It's the fan who's won the lottery. All the Christmases came early. He's got a massive job in the Premiership, huge amount of money. He's going to go with one when being sacked and walking away with an awful lot of cash, and then he can go back to like a lesser league. No offense to the likes of Celtic, but Celtic are a decent team, but they're in a very weak league. We know this, so that does seem to be his level. He is out of his depth there. There's no doubt about it. And what he says just proves it.
Imagine thinking you can win a title. Imagine thinking you're going to win the title, challenging for the title.
If it had been reversed last season and we finished with that run of 10 games and looking exciting things,
you'd understand. You'd be like, okay,
we could go for it. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But we are continuing to get worse. We're actually getting worse. We haven't just sunk to a level and we're staying there. We are getting worse. That's fact. You can back that up with clear evidence from league results.
The third worst team in 2024. It's a fact.
That literally is relegation form. Yeah. Literally.
If we started the league on the 1st of January, we would have been relegated.
Yeah.
We got Tweaky with a super sticker. Thank you so much, buddy, for the £3 super sticker. It really helps me out a lot. Big love to you, Tweaky. We all love you, mate. Always welcome. And because no one else... I would agree with that.
Yeah.
We should have gone for Julian Nagelsmann. I would have loved Julian Nagelsmann with this team. He'd be adaptable. The only thing that cost him the Bayern job was his missus wouldn't stop talking.
I'd even have Ten Hag over him.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Look at the troubles he's got there. Mind you, he might be turning that around now after a lot of money. Maybe.
You never know. At least he's won 2 trophies. He's won 2 trophies in 2 years. And I was a big love to Adrian over the Spurs diehards, but he was talking about how many injuries Tottenham had last year in the adversity. Man United had 45 injuries last year. They had double the injuries we had. They won an FA Cup.
Chelsea
had double the injuries, and they almost came above us. Newcastle had half their team out the entire year. If these teams had the same amount of injuries we did, they would have blown us away. Playing 1 game a week, they were playing 4.
If he just said simple things like, "I'm not happy with how that went," or "This clearly needs loads of work and it's costing us," but he is happy with it. It's like of this attitude of I don't care if they score a goal as long as we score 1 more. I love that sort of thing as a fan, and you could even say it's doable if you've got a great forward line, but we know he hasn't. He must see that, or does he? Maybe he thinks this is fantastic. Just beyond words.
Is Ange putting his? Yeah, he is. He is. He's an ostrich. He's an ostrich. In the words of Nigel, was it Nigel Pearson that said it? You're an ostrich.
Nah, I'd sooner see a bird with long legs running the club.
44 points in 32 games is unacceptable. Yeah. I came here for a nice coffee and talk about movies and television. Why am I hearing common dot? Yeah, what's up? Yeah. I agree, Philly, but sometimes we need a vent session, and that's what the coffee company is here for. N14 all the way. I love that. I'm pushing this. I'm pushing that we're now calling Southgate N14 because that's what... Just bring him in. Bring in N14.
No, I don't want to stoop that low. I prefer to go. We don't have a manager at all. Let's just have a fan phone in to decide who plays. Let them get on with it.
I like it. Fine. We get the Tottenham Hotspur YouTube channels together. Not that that's possible. And just every week a different YouTube channel runs the club. 1 week it's going to be you and Bobby on the sidelines. 1 week it's going to be the boys at We Are Tottenham TV. 1 week it's going to be Kate.
Jacob and I can do it.
You and Jacob could do it 1 week.
You think Andy's trying to be attacking? You just wait.
You would actually play 11 strikers.
1-1-1-8 formation. Love it.
I agree, Fiona. I'm not confident about beating Coventry either, because Coventry just need to watch how Arsenal played against us, put 10 men behind the ball and score corners against us. Oh, we are most certainly are a mob of whingers. We most certainly are. When you consider off-field stuff, Ange is clearly the worst manager I've seen at Spurs, and nobody else is close. I think Nuno's a better manager than him. I think Nuno's proven that he's
I do.
At least Nuno wasn't deluded.
Yep.
He even said, I will try and make you proud. And we all take the piss out of it. But he said, I will try to make you proud. He was out of his depth, but at least he tried. And he's showing at Nottingham Forest he's a good manager. They beat Liverpool at the weekend. They've beaten more top 6 teams than we have in the last year. That's for certain.
And his form when he left, he'd won 5, lost 5.
Yep.
That's more points than we've picked up per game in the last 32 under Ange.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, well. Tim Sherwood was better.
Tim Sherwood is a better manager than Ange Postecoglou. For Tottenham.
Knew the failings of the team, didn't mind calling it out, expected more from the players.
And improved players. Name a player in the chat that Ange Postecoglou has improved. He's made Sonny worse. He's made Porro worse. He's made Udogie worse. He's made Romero worse. I can't name a single player he's improved.
Kane.
Tim Sherwood made Kane a superstar. Adebayor was a god.
No. I mean, Ange has improved Kane.
Yes, he did.
Made him go. He's doing much better.
Yeah, much better. I can't name a single player that Ange Postecoglou has made better.
Paul G's right. Christian Gross was worse. There are worse managers we've had, definitely.
Is that because there was no Oyster cards then and he had to get a daily travel card? We got Rinketic. Good to see you. Sorry, got to go. Love you, boys. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Thank you so much. We'll try and get you on another time, but it's just going to be me and Koovs having an event. I think us two need an event because we're the people that usually don't say anything about football because we're usually the hosts. We need an event. No one else invites us to come and have an event. It's our time's event.
Oh, it's just what's so painful is the beginning of last season. I said, I'm just going to go with it, all in on Ange. Yeah. He's the Messiah. We're going to win everything, and I'll just go with it and enjoy myself. And part of me thought, I know where it's going to end up in a couple of years' time anyway. Yeah. But don't worry about it. It's like come a year early. Yeah. Everything's off the wheels already. There is I don't even see any signs that we're going to do things better.
Sonny's 32, but Harry Kane scored a hat-trick at the weekend, and he's 34. How old is Harry Kane's 32? 31. Yeah. Harry Kane scored a hat-trick at the weekend, and he scored 6 in the first 3 games. He's not slowing down.
Sonny hasn't lost his pace. He's lost his stamina. He just can't get up and down the pitch that often.
No, but what doesn't help us, Koova, if you look at the team, Sonny is on the left touchline, far away from the goal, and Udogie's next to Solanke.
And everything's condensed in their third of the field. So he's got no room to work. Sonny needs a bit of space to run onto.
Why is Sonny on the hugging the left touchline? He should be close to Solanke because Solanke can hold the ball up and pass him the ball.
Yeah, I agree. I'd love to see us playing 2 up front.
Why? Inverted fullbacks is the most idiotic tactic. They're fullbacks. They're not attackers. It's ridiculous.
Well, it depends. I mean, Philip Lahm was pretty damn good at it. But
that Philip Lahm never played up front. He played in midfield because he could pass the ball very well, or he played right back.
Yeah, it certainly improved the tactic, though, wouldn't he?
I'd love Philip Lahm. And Philip Lahm now would be a better right back than Pedro Porro is. And I love Pedro Porro, but he's not
Porro on the wing. That's fine.
He's not a defender. He's a better attacker than.
Or if, like we've talked about, play 3 at the back in central defence, it doesn't matter if the fullbacks bomb up the field and don't get back in time. Yeah. No problem. Just play them basically as wingers.
Yeah.
But we're doing neither.
Yeah. Yeah. He's going to win something this year. He's going to win it this year. He's going to batter it. He's going to batter that league this year. They look so much better.
Although it would be funny if he didn't.
It would be hilarious, wouldn't it? But they look so good already this year. But they look so fluid. They look attacking. They look measured. They look brilliant this year to start off. I think they're gonna win it all this year. I think they'll win the double, and they will go far in the Champions League because they've got quality players. I know it's dependent on results. Can you see Ange out before? Yes, I see Ange out by this weekend. If he doesn't beat Coventry and he doesn't beat Brentford, he's gone.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. There's this bad form has gone on for too long now.
Yeah. Football practice, I will be better than Ange. I wouldn't take it that far, Inketic. But again, thanks for another super chat, buddy. Thank you so much. Sonny has lost his mojo since Kane left. I wouldn't say he's not playing in the right position. He's not in enough space to be able to explode into space and then score a goal. That's how Sonny scores his goals.
It doesn't suit him. This, the condensed play in the opponent's half does not suit him. Yeah. Some players just need that few yards of space to run onto.
Sophie, is this Iggy's Sophie? Because she's got a different. My son said I'm going to report me to social services for introducing to Spurs. Apparently, it falls under emotional abuse. Hope you're well. Love it. I love that Philly is still talking about movies. So why am I hearing about Jurassic Park? The dinosaurs broke free in the end. Our manager is Mike Bassett. He is Mike Bassett.
Nah, I prefer Mike Bassett.
He's got Gary Wackett at the back. He's got Tomo up front. We've got Mike Bassett as our manager.
There's so many weird things as well about what he's done over the last year. The fact that we start off with coaches he hasn't worked with before and then bring in new ones for the subsequent season.
Yeah.
It's like, if they weren't working very well in the middle of last season, why did he persevere with them, man?
Yeah.
I don't get that. Working with a new lot every club you go to. What? Yeah. You should just be bringing in familiar ones if you want to get off to a flyer. I don't know.
Benson and Hedges up front. That's one. And Hands we don't trust. The problem is, second, who do you bring in? Personally, I would go all out. And I agree with Daigle that we should have gotten him last year. I'd go all out and get Thomas Frank in.
For me,
Thomas Frank would be an amazing manager.
Yeah, I said I'd even be prepared for Sam Allardyce. I really would. Really underrated manager, knows how to organise a team, and he was quite innovative in his time at Bolton. He favoured players like JJ Okocha, who's a fantastic player. So yeah. It's not like he was boring, and he was
Bring in Neil Warnock.
But realistically, though, it doesn't matter who we want in, does it? Because we don't get to choose. So all he can do is say, "I'm not happy with the current lot."
Yeah,
that's all we've got.
Tequila is saying Glasner's not going to leave Crystal Palace after he just joined them. I don't think so. Got to put a bit of see no evil, hear no evil to cheer me on. That reminds me, it's Ange.
Yeah.
Relegation manager. That's all we got. He had a chance to manage England and he bluffed it up for himself.
No, Sam Allardyce is a much better manager than he's ever given credit for. Wouldn't have got the England job otherwise.
Yeah.
And he's got 100% win ratio for England.
Yeah, great. Best manager England have ever had. Correct. 100% win ratio.
And at the moment, we are, as Ben said, from this calendar year, we are in the bottom 3 in the Premiership. So he is a relegation manager then, if he came out.
He's magic, He's not taking the. I would have sacked Ange in the summer and brought in Pochettino. I would have loved Pochettino back. He actually could sack
absolutely 10 times the manager. 10 times.
Yeah.
And everybody knows what the plan is there. Really, it's not like this. Oh, keep with it. It's going to work. Well, it isn't.
Poch never said that, did he? He said it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. But oh god, I just
get Moisey in.
It's not really sunk in until just now. We keep saying it, but it's not really sunk in with me. Bottom 3 form. Bottom 3. We'd literally be relegated if we played the whole season this calendar year.
Yeah.
My God. How can you defend that?
Yeah. One match. It's not one match. It's not one match.
No. Look at it the other way round, David. The only match we've won this season is against Everton, who everybody stuffs every week.
Yeah.
We couldn't even put Leicester away.
Yeah.
And we had exactly the same against Newcastle as we did against Arsenal. They could sit back, didn't matter because we were not going to hurt them. We had to rely on an own goal to score against them. Brennan Johnson had actually missed that chance. He'd mishit his shot and the keeper had saved it. It was only because the defender put it on we got anything. We're dreadful, absolutely dreadful.
We're the only team in history to go the first 10 unbeaten and not get in the top 4.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. It's another embarrassing stat. And we're talking about Bayern Munich because we brought up Bayern Munich. They looked a team. They look a team now. Look at the way they play football. They're quick. They're concise. They're organised. They're moving in.
And everybody was laughing at Vincent Kompany as a manager.
Yep.
It's context. You look at what he did at Burnley and people go, oh, yeah, he's only managed a relegation team. But the way he turned them around in the lower division from that long ball, horrible team into a footballing side that got instant promotion.
Yeah.
That was insane.
And I bet Scott Parker gets them promoted because of the work he's done. Scott Parker will get them promoted this year because because he doesn't have to do any work.
He's picking up some decent pieces, isn't he?
Yeah. I wouldn't say Sonny is the worst captain for this group of players. Romero, people were saying Romero should be captain. No way in hell was that guy a captain.
I did think that, but recent performances.
Shocking. I know the club probably should be organising his travel back from Argentina. The man's on 150 grand a week. He can charter a flight for himself and he's got an agent. Come on, Romero. Poor Romero travelling in first class on British Airways or Air France or Virgin or one. Yes, I know travelling is difficult and the club probably should be doing it. But to organise a private jet for one guy, it's not acceptable.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, Romero. It's embarrassing. Again, not bringing politics into it. People are desperate for £300 a month to be able to pay their fuel bills at the moment, and you're complaining you're not getting you're getting first class instead of a fucking private jet. Fuck off, Romero. Useless. Fuck off.
I don't know. I'm not going to blame him for that because we all know footballers live in a bubble anyway. So they only know what they see in front of them. Yeah. So for him, that's an insult. For us, that's insulting to hear him say it. But I don't know.
It wasn't a crap call, Ian. He was weak. He was weaker than a piece of cheese. He melted. He melted on a toastie, on toast. Ham and cheese sandwich, Gabriel put him in. Weak. Absolutely weak.
People will point out that he got pushed with both hands. He did. Technically, that is a foul. But if he gets in front of Gabriel like that to get pushed, it means he's in the wrong position already.
No, what I'm talking about, David, he shouldn't be complaining about the way he flies. He shouldn't be talking about the way he flies. He's getting on a first-class flight to come home. It's not like he has it bad, does he?
Yeah.
He's cost us 3 games this year, and Ange won't drop him. He won't drop him. Dragusin played well against Newcastle, and it was only because Romero's idiotic positioning telling them to push up. It was idiotic.
I think it's looking more and more like him and VDV being the first choice in the coming years.
I think they would be a better partnership.
I do.
Because you'd have one who's the technician and one who's the commander. If
Romero is got his head back in the game, because clearly I think he's disillusioned now. If he did, and we did play a back three, that could be a fantastic back three. Really could. The strength in the air of Dragusin, the pace of VDV, and the aggressive intent of Romero pushing into those preemptive tackles, that could work fantastically well. Never going to see it though, are we?
Yeah, we won't. He was ill, apparently. If he's ill, he should be knocking on the manager's door and say, I'm ill, boss. I'm not well. I can't play a football match if I'm not well. Yeah. Simple. I mean, it's a phone call.
The argument will be made that all players want to play all of the time, but it's simply not true. Players often will sell the manager they're not 100%.
Yeah.
Mostly because they don't want to turn in a bad performance.
Or the high line is idiotic. I think the high line against Newcastle with a pacey front three is idiotic.
You likes of Mats Hummels has played in a high line most of his career, and he's one of the slowest defenders on earth. You can do it for the teams doing their roles correctly, but do we? Nah.
I agree with you, James. Sonny was awful. He was anonymous yesterday. Doggy was anonymous yesterday.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not developing, is he? He's just turned into a bully.
Yeah,
he likes to throw himself about.
He's not an inverted fullback. He's a wing back. It's what he does.
Even when he does get down the wings, he doesn't really look the part. He's kind of lost it. So I think he's another one desperately needs somebody coaching him properly.
I disagree with this, Scotty. VDV was brilliant. I think he's our only defender that can do everything. I think he's brilliant on the ball, personally.
VDV just needs to run forward the ball. No bugger's going to catch him.
Yeah. VDV's not poor on the ball. Good to see you, Stuart. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Did I say hello to Stuart? Good to see you, Stuart. Big up, Stuart. VDV is poor on the ball. No, VDV is not poor on the ball. Good morning, Chica. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Need a manager who plays 3-5-2.
Whichever way you want to look at it, yeah.
Yeah. Udogi plays well for Italy. He did. He played excellent for Italy. He did. He played really well for Italy because he plays as a wing back in a back three system, and he attacks his man and crosses the ball in the box.
Yeah, both he and Porro are being wasted at the moment, aren't they?
And they're hanging Maddison out to dry. I thought Maddison was okay yesterday. I thought he was okay, but he's having to play as a deep line playmaker. So the attack is a massive problem, as well as the fact that Udogi hung out to dry for not being. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely, Louis. 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. The answer is staring Ange in the eyes. It certainly is, mate. Certainly is. Forgot we could. No, VDV.
I've said before, as a footballer, as an out-and-out defender, he's probably not the best about. What makes him stand out is that electrifying pace, but he does have that pace. Though.
Yeah, you can't forget it.
That does make him a good defender.
But he was our best defender at the weekend. He was our best defender. Yeah. He's been our best defender for the last year. Is it bad? I'm looking forward to Richarlison coming. I don't want to see Richarlison. I'm bored of him. Yeah.
If we're playing Richarlison, then we're dropping Solanke. So why sign him?
Yeah.
Solanke's a much better player anyway.
He's a better footballer, for sure. Yeah. He's a better footballer. But again, he's not getting the ball. He scores the majority of his goals with his head, and we don't cross the ball.
He did really well to outmuscle Gabriel to get that one header in that just went wide. Would that have turned the game if it had gone in? Well, goals do, but you always get the sense Arsenal could have just gone and got another if they really needed it.
It's Richarlison. Richarlison is awful, but there's one thing he's incredible at, and that's heading a football, and we don't cross a ball. When Perisic was there, Richarlison was scoring goals because Perisic would peel off his defender, whip a left-footed ball in, and Richarlison would header it. Solanke's good in the air. Cross the ball. He's good at it. He's a strong boy. He's 6'2", 6'3", Solanke. He's a good player in the air.
Yeah.
And we don't cross the ball. All the balls, they're crossed low.
Yeah, he's strong. He's got a bit of pace to him as well. There's a lot of things I like about him. Sure, he's no Harry Kane, but nobody is.
No one is. Harry Kane.
Out of all the potential number 9s we got, he's the best choice.
Yeah. We can't cross the road, let alone the ball. No, we can't, mate. No, mate. Can't. I've seen highlights of VDV at Wolfsburg. He was beating players for fun. A lot of that. His pace is ridiculous. His pace is ridiculous. I've seen rival fans say to take VDV in their teams, but not Romero is proving to be a flash in the pan.
Yeah,
and I like him.
It's such a shame as well because when he knuckled down last season, he started looking good.
Yep. The moment Real Madrid are in his ear, he's fucked off.
Or he's not getting his first class, plane paid for. Yeah, he suddenly sulks and performances drop.
Yeah. It's
you're right there. You're right there, Lord Rodney Trotter.
Yeah. He's not being a plonker this time.
He's not.
Yet Romero was good for Argentina because he cares about Argentina. I don't think he gives a shit about Tottenham. I don't think he gives a shit because he knows his team is not going anywhere. I bet Romero. Honestly, I think Romero hates this system because he's a defender. Defenders do not like. I think Arsenal played someone and they won 5 or 6-0, 5 or 6-1, and Jens Lehmann was furious that he conceded a goal and he was sulking. And the defenders were saying, the players were saying, "Oh, why are you sulking? We won 6-1." He said, "Yeah, you guys won 6-1, but I've got a dirty sheet because you can't defend." Defenders and goalkeepers do not like conceding goals, fundamentally.
Also, people will have heard this to the point where it's a cliche, really, but defenders do not want to play chasing back to their own goal.
No.
They want to see the ball ahead of them at all times. That's why Romero doesn't like it. He's spending far too long chasing back. VDV, he'll chase back just because it's fun.
Yeah.
He likes to show off his acceleration and just get the plaudits from the fans, which he should do for it.
He's absolutely he's a monster. Unreal.
Yeah.
I think both of them are gone. Next year, both of them are gone. Bayern Munich would love a player because, Romero, semi-checked out. You can see him. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We talked about yesterday our transition. As soon as we transition a ball, they're on our back too because we play so high up the pitch. We've got no defenders. We play with 2 at the back. It's unacceptable. 2 at the back.
Well, you could argue that if the midfield's doing its job properly, it's not a problem because
we don't
remember how Jan and Toby used to split and Moussa Dembele would sit in front. It wasn't a problem.
Wanyama would drop into the back 3, but we don't play with a number 6, mate. I've never played with one. I play with 3 number 8s.
Again, you could do it if those 2 players are working perfectly.
Yeah.
If they're totally switched on 100% of the time and then aware of the danger and when to drop back, when to go out to the wing to help the fullbacks out. But I don't see that.
There's a reason Virgil van Dijk, Maldini, King, even Toby and Jan weren't making last-ditch tackles. They cut out danger before it got to that. I agree with you, but again, it's because there isn't a sweeper in front of them.
Maldini himself said if he has to make a tackle, it's because he's made a mistake.
Yeah. But Maldini was a genius. But Maldini had proper midfielders in front. He had midfield. In 21st century football, you've got to have a defensive midfielder. One person that thinks about defending. You can't we've joked about this. When we start a football league, that you're only allowed to have one designated defender in the team. That's our football league. That's how Ange Postecoglou plays football.
Yeah.
That is how he plays football.
Well, there's the old system of the 3-7 formation, the Dutch total football, Johan Cruyff style. Yeah. And just seen that and thought, nah, I'm going to up that. I'll play a 2-8.
And a lot of people say that Ange learned under Puskas. Puskas was a fullback. He understood defending with fullbacks.
Puskas? Surely he was midfield, wasn't he?
Puskas played fullback as well. From what I remember.
Oh, possibly. A little bit before both of us, that one.
Let's have a look. From what I remember, Puskas was a fullback as well. Maybe later on in his career. I think later in his career he played fullback.
Perhaps I've just conjured the image of him being a midfielder.
He was an attacking midfielder. But later in his career, just like Steve Perryman. When Steve Perryman was younger in his career, he was a midfielder. Later in his career, he became a defender.
Steve Perryman's a proper captain. He would just fill in wherever the team needs him.
Yeah.
And influence the game wherever it was.
I think Puskas wouldn't play with no defenders. He wouldn't want to play with no defenders.
He probably would.
You never know.
The only time it's really been done fully is Brazil, 70s Brazil.
In Dutch title foot, players were still expected to cover defensive duties when the guy next to him went forward. Absolutely, the Ajax method. Everyone can play in every position.
And they all of the defenders, all the midfielders, they've all have time playing in those roles, different roles, as they're getting their footballing education, so that when they do play in their expected role, they know what's expected of the people around them and what they expect from them. So it seems like all simple things that we're just not doing at this club.
Yeah.
We talk about players can't fit certain systems. That should not be the case.
Yeah. You should know when your mate goes forward, you go here. When this person goes there, I go here. It's
something Sava and I've talked about several times. The old school system of the two central midfielders. You could play without a number 6 back then because it's about partnerships.
Yeah.
One would know to go, if the other went forward, they drop back and hold the position, and vice versa. You didn't need it written out for you and on some sort of tactics board. It was just simple communication.
Yeah.
And it worked. But nowadays it's more complicated and teams want
overly complicated. Systems. It's overly complicated. What's wrong with just having 4 at the back? One person goes forward. Harry Redknapp could have both his fullbacks bombing forward because he had Sandro and Palacios in front of the back 4 who would drop, and then those 2 would go forward. You could do it. You can do it. We don't have the men to be able to play everyone up front, so why are we doing it? And we've spent with Johnny said it this on Andrew Management. We spent £70 million on Archie Gray, who I actually really like. Archie, I think Archie Gray is going to be a really good footballer. I think he's going to be a great footballer. Championship Young Player of the Year last year. I'd rather us and Erdeberth for 70 million. I'd rather have one Eze than both of those. And I like Archie Gray.
It's something Conte said that rings truer than ever now. When he was talking about transfers, he doesn't want this mass signing of like 7-8 players to fill out a squad. He said, get me two players every season, £70 million players.
Yeah.
Just get me 2 of them every window and this team will get built.
Yeah.
He's so right.
Yeah.
Then when you've built that team, that's when you start investing in youth heavily, bringing them in so they're in an environment where they're learning from world-class players. What we've got now at the moment is these youngsters coming in, and we're hoping that they're going to be the players to teach the next generation.
Yeah.
Because it's all cheaper, isn't it? We're going to sign Eze, but Bergvall looked good in training, so, no need to dip into the pockets then, Levy.
And I totally agree with this from Tom. And we will ruin Archie Gray because we won't ever play him. We won't play him. He should be playing.
We ruined so many players.
After he's done his A-levels, then we'll get to ruining him. Then we'll ruin him. Oh, God. Tottenham make me miserable.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not fun, is it?
Should have done movies after all.
Maybe. We'll do movies tomorrow. But where do we go from here, Koovs? Where do we go from here?
I'm going to chill playing a few video games. I'm sure you wish you were doing the same.
Yeah, but I'm at work, so I'm gonna stick a movie on. I'll stick a movie on and fuck Tottenham. I'm fed up with them.
Yeah, which movie for tonight then? Because I went with Return of the Jedi last night.
Oh. I'll have to decide. But I think now...
And I finally got round to watching Up the other day.
Oh, it's a great movie.
It was fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, must admit.
Of course I can watch a movie at work, Koovs. I'm the boss. I stick it on my TV. Do what I want.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Debbie Does Dallas.
Yep, and do what I want.
Customer beware.
Yeah. Roll on Wednesday night. Absolutely. Roller.
I'm dreading it.
If we lose against Coventry, I want him on the
If Coventry score a goal, they're going to be all over us with a crowd roaring them on.
Yep. If they go one, if we concede to Coventry, we're losing that game.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think we'll shit ourselves.
Yeah. Saw it against Leicester.
Yep.
Struggle to score. They score because we let them, and then they were just all over us.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. There's no character on this side.
Yeah, none. But on that note, guys, I really hope you enjoyed a Koovs and Kauff event session. I thought that was really fun. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was calm.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. But we will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time. Koovs might join me for some more movies. We'll talk movies tomorrow. We'll actually we'll go back to chilling.
It's the standard list, isn't it? Movies, music,
food,
cars, food.
Done. It's what we need.
What more do you need?
It's what we need at the moment. But thank you all very much for watching. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please remember to subscribe to the channel, and the link for the free Spurs Boys has been posted in the link throughout the show. So please make sure you subscribe to Koovs. When you next streaming on here, Koovs?
With you tomorrow.
Yeah, but when you next streaming with Bobby?
Never know. Whenever Bobby's up for it or it's a convenient time. To be honest, I don't even feel like it this week.
Yeah.
I've now said everything I want to say about what happened at the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm Anjay now. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bored of talking about it already.
Yep. I agree
and
with
Levy
you.
Out. Nothing changes till Levy's out.
Yeah.
So I'm Anjay because I say just spin the, roll the dice and see if we can fluke another manager that can just do something remarkable with lack of backing.
Yeah.
If
we roll the dice, it's possibly could get better.
We need a Redknapp or a Pochettino, basically.
Yeah. We need someone that tells the truth is what we need. We need someone that's going to tell us the reality. Because I hate the word truth, because truth can be twisted. Reality is reality. Facts are facts. We need someone that's going to actually improve this team. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Got a catchphrase, Coover?
Levy out. That'll do me now.
Damn right. Damn right. Thank you so much. Good luck to David on his surgery. I don't know if he's under the knife yet. I've not heard from him. But everyone send a good luck to Daigle if you've got his phone number. And as always, if you smell what the Kauff is brewing, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream of